Hi everyone, and welcome back. I'm with Elizabeth Chapin-Pinotti, and she is the curriculum and, you know, I'm not good with formal things like that. Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum here at the Amador County School System. And, you know, the question I want to ask you, I said maybe I'll come back with a hard one. We've been talking during the break, too, so I'm a little scattered. But, you know, how do we know that what we're teaching or what we think we're teaching is something that, you know, we say like 21st century skills stuff? How do we know that it'll...
That's a great question. Because here's the thing. We're teaching students for jobs that don't even exist. We're teaching students now for a world that isn't present. So my theory, why it doesn't matter really what I used to teach them to read, is because I need to teach them to be thinkers. To analyze information, to synthesize information, to make decisions, to be creative and divergent, to be learners, to be lifelong learners. We need to teach them to collaborate, to cooperate with people, to be creative, to be respectful, and to think and not be afraid to respectfully express their ideas and then back those ideas. How do you find the evidence to back your ideas? So it isn't about what we teach, it's teaching them to be thinkers. And that's what we need to do, because I have no idea what tomorrow's going to be, let alone 10 years.
I definitely go along with that, because I think like anything that we use, let me put it like this, robots are going to be, you know, happen. But believe me, they're going to happen. We're out, and I think there's a reason for that. Let me just go into this a little bit, because in one way, business owners can't help but want to get rid of whatever problems they have. And you know, like human beings create a lot of problems. And I don't mean to put this in any sort of way, but you know, like the computer, your computer, we just had one crash. So they do that, but we don't get mad at it or anything like that, and we kind of expect it. But they don't do that all the time and like show up and say, you know, this is going on, I'm sick, or whatever, or they don't have bad attitudes. Maybe some of them operate, if you know what I mean. But basically, but people, because of the nature of being people, have things that are going on in their lives all the time, and they're what do you say? They just pop up, right? So you almost want to control that part, especially the complaining part. Okay, if you have that. So, you know, so you need to be like a happy employee but find something, like you say, they think, like, because they can only do what they know. And they can't learn new things unless we teach them new things. Of course, I don't know. We work with artificial intelligence. Let's get back to you. Let's get back to the school, okay?
But what you were talking about, let me just comment on what you were saying about an employee coming to work and being ready to work and sort of leaving their issues at the door. We need to teach those skills. I mean, the education system no longer teaches, and we're moving with the Common Core state standards to college and career ready. You know, no one's entitled, I should come to work ready to work. And we need to teach students to be work responsible. I mean, those are some of the things that it would behoove us to teach students as well. So you hit on a really important topic. Those are some of the things that should be taught as well.
Okay, fine. And now we have some... It's interesting. The founders, this seems like a founder group, and they're out there from the Plymouth area, except for probably Paul Molinelli Jr., but he's everywhere.
He is everywhere.
But he wasn't, you know, he wasn't born out in that area. But we got the Charles Spinetta, and of course the Spinetta family. You've got founder Dick Cooper and the Cooper family, and you know, I even had a Cooper relative like work here. Yourself, and you're from the Plymouth area, and Paul Molinelli, Ace's business person, and of course Paul was the youngest person with the school board way back when we first got here, and of course Ace's. I think Paul's on just about every board.
He is. Paul is everywhere. He is everywhere.
Okay, and what was their vision for this?
I am so fortunate to have such an amazing community board. Their vision is to provide alternatives, to provide a safe place for students to go and learn that's similar to the educational opportunities that they had. You know, both Dick and Charlie attended one-room schools. And, you know, here in Amador County, Charlie went to Mulligan School out on Clinton Road, I believe it is. And you know, Dick was one of the last classes at Shenandoah Valley School in Shenandoah Valley, and his aunts and relatives taught at the school. I mean, they're big education supporters. And those three men have always been educational supporters and have always been for the underdog and really supported education all around. So it's a tremendous team of people.
Okay, we only have a few minutes, and I've gotten sideways on here so much that I guess I'll say something. You know, people are always amazed to me or amazed when they maybe read a letter that was written by a Civil War soldier, and they go, "My God, they were so articulate, and so this and so that," and gosh, I'm not even sure if they had one-room schools. I mean, I know they had
Correct.
way more than that. We have ways of thinking the past was so
Right.
far back, but I guess what I'm saying is we know a lot, and there's a lot of certainly I'm more articulate than myself. Go ahead and speak to what I said. You have a minute.
Education overall needs to be reformed, and the current system of education works great for some people, but it was set up around, to create factory workers and managers. And what we need is to go back to basics and find new ways to teach kids to think, to grow, and to be responsible citizens.
Well, that sounds good to me. And you said this had passed. So is this going to be happening in the next school year?
Next school year, that's what we're working for.
And people that want to find out, where would they go to find out more? Like, who could attend?
It's on our website, and they can also call me directly. It's 209-257-5339 is my direct number. They can email or go on the website. Okay, and once again, I think it's great that we have another method, because it always helps to have new things. The more you have, the more opportunities. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And thanks for watching TSPN. We'll see you next time.